last 5 years. This is a player at least too. He hadn't had the privilege to come to Europe at the tender age, maybe 16 years and now 18 years or by to or running through the academy system. When he came to Europe, Abra Kamara, that is the agent because Nicholas Jackson, only Moises Caicedo, they are all under the same agency. So I don't know if Utai Chelsea behind the scenes videos are always he's working with Aya Brandt and the Moises Caicedo.
Yeah, even best friends.
Yes. And there's one thing about Nicholas Jackson is who could see any accent because na Senegal ni na say the accent because obia either or he's a Nigerian or the African countries now they were colonized by the English countries, especially the UK for Gambia, Ghana and Nigeria. Especially on players no omo accent no when they are speaking English different from omo free Senegal, Togo ni French speaking countries no. But Jackson can English because he was a Senegal because Jackson kasankasa listo from the youthful age on you Gambia. Ne mami Senegal but he from age 1 to 16 no or Gambia. So when you are 16 years, hello movie bar Senegal. So he wasn't that player. So because they played in the Senegal as academies Diouf mo any other top Senegal for no Atibo Hono. He didn't play only the Nakwa normal street football. So when he came to Senegal at age 16, and Kamara is an agent, Senegal former international ball West Ham Mobile Aston Villa. Ebeye sa try as any Thomas Partey ebeye wo Ghana. Yeah. And you been a Jackson Kobobi. And Casa Sports, that is the team or that no more first division. Casa Sports for who? Casa Sports for fun and within 1 or 2 3 matches. That was when Villarreal first scouts. Ebe who no. So I say the transition to become a professional footballer no eba so quick. So development as a player no not like a lot of things. But when he came to Villarreal, he came at the time Villarreal for Filipino comparison as a right there. So they sent him to Mirandes. That is the second division Spain. And I ran to the Coco ball move forward, they will play him as a striker. That false 9 row no or better drop it deep, he's good on the ball. And at that time I had Gerard Moreno. He was in a very good form. So when he went there, no, you know, Henry by not Jerry Moreno, they didn't have any choice than to recall Abranta and Eddie Nicholas Jackson. The numbers not very good, but they needed someone who can hold on to the ball, link up plays, a bit more creative space. Ama the winger. So when Obai, no, so back the day Nicholas Jackson Chelsea for extended the contract, no, he mentioned Unai Emery. The presentation, and some of the Chelsea fans didn't understand why nobody Unai Emery did because when he came. Villarreal wanted Bumka said the whole Subon no provide goals, but then the Unai Emery was teaching him how to play that number 9 role perfect because or no there no Tamano was Senegal boy in either number 10 as an winger no or Baba Jeboa or drop the Betchimo who say yes or no was skills, but he told him say if you want to play as a number 9 and anytime I bet drop it deep. The moment I bet drop it deep you be not counter and uniho. And any serious scout or any serious scout, but any serious coach, here numbers, especially goes from the striker on foul. So that was when he said he's good on the ball, but my man drop it deep. So the player development day in day out, you know me that's didn't come up. So if the Unai wants the player and Jackson, and assurance that he's not going to be a key player for Chelsea next season, I won't be surprised that maybe he'll move to Aston Villa. But the thing is, Paul Stanley, and the Chelsea directors and so. They believe highly in Nicholas Jackson. They believe that next 2 to 3 years to come, Oberton Jackson will be a world beater. And that is one thing they don't want to do. So maybe that move now, I won't be surprised that he's been linked to Aston Villa because currently Aston Villa they are searching for a striker. Watkins for the past 2 seasons he hasn't lived that respect. Maybe on should need that competition no so that is one thing I think make about say and now to Milos Kekes. I remember after the season he was one player made requested that Chelsea should buy him if Chelsea really wants to compete for the Premier League and also win the Champions League next season because Adibakwa medical can say Eddie Arsenal ye pa squad depth. Yeah, what be rest season this season? Adibakwa na Chelsea before January Chelsea was squad depth. Chelsea had the depth because so who you compare from now the Joao Felix a big name. Yeah. Who you Mikhailo Modric a free now the Ebia or the Sancho Obama a big name. So Chelsea had a squad until they decided to say, "I'm going to be Nabe loans." So you go to a time if Chelsea you could pay every man, you don't have any player. This one the Tyreek George and Ebam. Now, check Arsenal. Tino Medika say, if Arsenal are able to get 2 good players at every position, that is one thing now. A boy team and the Man City because it got to a time when Kevin De Bruyne anywhere. Bernardo Silva 8-15 at that number 10 position so well, and it got to a time they were not even playing Kevin De Bruyne as the number 8 or born as the number 10. But so he had players who can equally play at every position very well. You know what? Actually, City team now. Say if Erling Haaland he will play Omar Mamouche as the number 9. Yeah. Or Doku or Sansu or Savio or Abranta de Foden who can play at the top everywhere. But now Milos Kekes he's one of the best left backs in the Premier League this season. And what did they compare opinion in Robertson? And yeah, never beat Makoya there because Robertson this season won't me ensuring a lot of things. And they various day comparison between Mark Kukurea, Andy Robertson, and Milos Kekes. Who is almost start to 21 years. And then Andy Robertson now 31 years. Liverpool feels it is time they replace him because last season, I did a coach and then a year and slot I was set up in team no. On the fullbacks and you overlapping. So this season, anytime be it's either say Obeonya ne flat 4 defenders no, at the same time, and I say Ubeko anymore, you'll be underlapping. Underlapping used to different from overlapping. It didn't set it in we can say right back be overlapping. Or pass one man ring na. No was running for ring and the chako line so they be for body one main cross. But Osha, Adiba ko boa Mohamed Salah this is here the underlapping and how iron slot ni fullbacks and one set up na or more attacking. Or don't pass one man ring and on for ring and a show. But before Obel cut it inside and remove say or call the middle space and or call the box to create space for a year and I say Obetchin defender no every that winger for the winger to create chance. Into what this season, Mohamed Salah goes so share in any chance of creating it because the players are not mobile from the fullbacks. No, a creative space, a pulley the defenders not from Mohamed Salah. 8 money creative chance and Obeshe. And they virus and for the other starts into Sumami. Kekes. What check Kekes are list to that graph no. This is the off-ball runs. Percentiles for Milo Kekes across 7 European leagues this season. List okay. In terms of say all camera shot or running camera shot ababeji ball and also ababe defending no, or you 42%. In terms of support run, that is in the build up, or make it 71% support runs, and then they dropping off so all dropping off there, or you just 8%. Lateral run, 19. Now let's go to attack. In terms of attack, list all. Underlapping or 99% more than any other left back in top 7 European football this season. Say Yaji ball, Opiabo ama player, running for Nechuba, running ako inside the middle part of the player in front of the box. Can anymore or make him runs no 99% more than any other player, and that is how I slot a penny the fullbacks. If you Ubeko anymore, you run inside to create space, to create overload, or the attacking third of war position. And apart from say list or you 99% in the underlapping, or you 87 overlapping more than any other left back in the Premier League last season. Area, my friend is ahead of the ball. Say all running ahead of the ball, and so 69 and runs in behind, and also said so all running behind the defenders, no, or you 57 and crosser. Or receive here in the box. Okay. 32. This is a left back special benefit Abranta and Robertson. Now, let's compare him to Ian Robertson. He may not ultimately as good as Robertson. How Robertson time or make it assist on it Edu Alexander Arnold. That creative fullbacks are in the on. Now, you compare on it Arnold and as a Robertson in defense. Clean sheet. This is a player Obama Bembofo. But yenyi clean sheet in film. Yenyi goals considered in film. But the defensive aspect of the game, listen to what. To me, 11 blocks.
Okay.
Robertson, just 4. Now, interceptions. Back when I say, compare, meaning say, highlighting share virus. The other ones are sounds more interceptions than Ian Robertson. Now, listen to, apart from tackles, he did 52 tackles. And out of the 52 tackles, he won 26. Again, clearance, 99. And Ian Robertson here just 42. Headed clearance, area battle won, everything. I can't quite say everything in defense. He did very well than Team Abranta and Eddie and Robertson. In terms of attacking, Robertson this season, one should go back or you 1 assist. This is Robertson now a season. But him provided 10 plus assists. Yeah. Just 1 assist because he's not been doing that overlapping now or more cross because of how I installed the set up. And then they goes per match, minutes per goal, we check it the shots our boy in the game. We also check it the shots off target, the shooting accuracy, and the shooting success. He's an ideal player who can also fit in. And now this is a player or help AZ Akma, Memunya the Champions League football, and they Bournemouth for got on 50 million. Now Bournemouth are selling the guy 40 million to Liverpool. Pure business. Or be joining Bournemouth under 1 season. Just after the first season for Bournemouth, he's joining Liverpool and player after the season he mentioned say well who say well Drew baby or bet my born aboni and he say Obano he's not going to be a player in Ninka or one international counterpart. Apparently Dominic Jobosla. I'm not hungry for her. He's also coming in on to beat me about now. Florian Wirtz and no completely the second part of the medicals. This is a player or England a year last week or in the first part of the medicals and he was also in the second part and reporting said he's going to was signing the 5-year contract and which is Friday later. Reporting said Liverpool is going to announce the player, so everything is complete. Transfer record, the most expensive German player in history, was also the most expensive midfielder in the English Premier League and the highest transfer number. In terms of monetary aspects, in terms of everything, maybe our but the thing is, how is Florian Wirtz going to help Liverpool? Now, I'm very happy about Liverpool. Say about the best number 10 midfielders especially about the Premier League. Now when you play from Liverpool, you mentioned the Kupamers, you mentioned maybe Odegaard, about Abranta and Bruno Fernandes. But Liverpool didn't have that talisman player or that creative player. Now listen, you look at Florian Wirtz. He is a player who got injured in 2022. That is ACL. Messi the full season in 2022.
Okay.
And then they are bouncing back. And medical catcher say, "Oh, check the German national team and even the German sports directorate now. They believe in Arishemu Kessié for Florian Wirtz even more than Jamal Musiala because the versatility around the bar on board. Oh, check it a year by Leverkusen. On board 3-back system, and most of the times." Either he's playing as a number 10 and our boss from the wings. Even the German national team, if Jamal Musiala boss as a number 10, Florian Wirtz elbow from there, from the flanks because he's skillful. He has the footworks. Otimi running in behind. He can create chances from any other part of the winger. So whenever he's playing as a winger, or more that modern creative winger aspect, he can score. He can assist this too. Since joining Bayern Leverkusen, out of 197 appearances. After almost a full season in 2022 to ACL injury, Liverpool Abranta are involved in 122 goals involvement out of 197 games. About Bayern Leverkusen, he scored 57, and then they will provide the 65 assists. This is a player very good in getting you the numbers.
Liverpool do they want to play 3-back?
They are not going to play a 3-back system.
I'm more 3-back system.
No. But you see, listen. If you are talking about the Liverpool team this season, what I did back some man for you and say they play like born that some total football because iron slot no on so total football they said the Luis Enrique Bona but only the nakwa say especially in midfield no Gravenberch, McAllister and this is Zobos like by he was a player say a man for Asher and can once because that Martin Zobos Lebon or no running in behind but now they will need a player obet mama if player rebalisto with me adapted to the intensity of the Premier League and the pace. Trust me, how Liverpool set it up. Every man who goes, whether he will play him as a number 10.
Okay.
And have Liverpool left side on. Make sure one and a player or ball as a left winger man Liverpool. Gaku Bobby. Luis Diaz Bobby more. But if you have Luis Diaz, then you have Florian Wirtz. Then you have Milos Kekes doing the underlapping to create space. And then Liverpool this is why Salah. Or not as wings, but always been in the box. He's there to yeah. I mean slotting the games. The number is almost like any other Memphis. Omu running in behind that. He has also in his fullbacks and also underlapping to create a lot of overload. Oh, into close baby man, you have a player slotting in, and it's a you find ways and means that obey him diabo. One, the versatility of Aya Brantadin and the Florian Wirtz will help Liverpool so much. Okay. He can play from the wings, he can play in the middle, he can play anywhere. I bet about Liverpool. And if Obano finding a fit or finding a scoring boot or finding a creating booter, I think that is going to help Liverpool in terms of how or the ball, in terms of how or and I think that this player is going to bad the tennis. The pressure, we've seen players omoba into the Premier League and more even the Premier League. I have to my body because of the pressure because now. Is he going to? My question is, is he going to be the main two guy at Liverpool whilst Mohamed Salah is there? And then Liverpool for project my brand telling you say we need you to be the orchestrator of our team. We need you to be the creative engine of our team. And then they Liverpool for the next 5 to 10 years they are going to build a team around Abraham and Florian Wirtz. That is the reason why he bought the Liverpool idea. Now, Mohamed Salah. Or the golden boot as the creative, but now Salah so an important figure in the Liverpool team. You can start the rebuilding with Abraham there Florian Wirtz, but Salah is still an important figure in the team.
Okay.
So me the end they say if Oba that's Liverpool will channel all more energy now for so there, it will be very good for the player. But the pressure, maybe Liverpool. The pressure at Liverpool is not as much as the Chelsea and Liverpool, Man United. Yeah. That one, there a fact. Say 200 million now they call a year. Darwin Nunes by Liverpool. Pressure ben aban so. You see say Darwin Nunes.
Liverpool for now no more yes. And performance and no more criticize.
No, the other Darwin Nunes company pressure ban so say. On me say chances.
Okay.
Or buy no. People are not even talking about the price tag. This is a player Liverpool for almost 90 million euros from Benfica. Expensive player, but people are not even talking about price tag. No, it's about how wasteful he is.
Yeah.
So what I say. So Florian Wirtz there, to me, with the kind of ball Liverpool ball, the player and the caliber, the experience, how Liverpool set up a team, how versatile he is, and if Oba, no, to me, adapted to the pace. Any the pressure and everything, I think that the player will be it will be a very good signing for Liverpool. Now, to the FIFA Club World Cup. Listen to Messi, a free kick be, and I know Abekaya. When I made my bet in the buy, and I mentioned this game, I may not see Porto winning, but I will see a lot of goals in this game because of how Inter Miami and Porto win a best tomorrow. And now Samu Agahoa is just saying for no more or share penalty. He's a very good player. And I was saying that there will be crucial moment that you will need the expertise of Sergio Busquets, Luis Suarez, and Messi. Now, South Africa gonna Messi share right from the build up far the buy. Listo. Messi nya ball. So be a share one biano. Born on board and Messi nya ball. Baby, I know the ball no going. It was either where he was running to no. He was running to a space whereby so cast obebo board and you have a clear sight into the post. I'll bet my slotted board and I say even almost far no crowd now free kick will be in a very better side. And yes, the trap not setting you know. Echibe Lampa. And free kick better times no, Messi will score this free kick. In fact, you see, Messi do baby, he might not give you the numbers he was giving you, especially with Ronaldo say last year, you Portugal, Spain, UEFA nations. We were talking about say Ronaldo has been the player or shot to motivate him on mobile. But you saw where he appeared in the box, the instinct in the box, the positioning in the box alone. A idea you won't get from any other player at this moment, especially in the Portugal national team. So he will appear at the right time. And a boss or the Australians are going to and no Messi right from the build up. Sergio Busquets tackle and that pass of boy to Messi. Suarez also creating the space for them share. So me in that game, I wasn't expecting say Porto 4. I mean on my Inter Miami 3 odds, and I was sure that Inter Miami were not going to lose this game. And if you free kick a Messi boy, when you clear space from where the goalkeeper was, and then Australia in. We announced the presence in the FIFA Club World Cup, and then after the game, this is Inter Miami against FC Porto. Everybody's talking about it. Now, to both Botafogo and PSG game, and Igor Jesus, Osha, so be the FIFA World Cup, Club World Cup on board and Fluminense in Man City share. So back there was a particular video here. Man City in him say on board that tiki-taka building from the back. They met a South American team or possess Man City. So back there tiki-taka pass City falling in their press, but no motivation. But yes, still City won that game. Now I think I come on about South American for say PSG mom about that joga bonita football, possessing football, stylish football, but the Botafogo for your man say whenever they are defending Beliso, they have 7 men inside the box. So what they do is say, "Omo say PSG for the defend here, and no more attack here." That total football transition to omo kono mention 2 players because omo fullbacks no, either a Lucas Hernandez or Nuno Mendes and Hakimia. Omo fullbacks no, then they will leave a here in front of the defenders. Then they omo defend here. They had 7 players defending inside the box. In fact, it will be no more kono mention Igor Jesus per ewo. And player analyst or she goal. This season in the FIFA Club World Cup, she 2 goals. So first game against Seattle Sounders, she goal, and against PSG was she goal. This player used to next season you be in the Premier League or one it Northern Forest, and he's that number 9 now. He's good on the ball, start build up strikers. He's a Brazilian, and also ball now. The moment Omu defend almost not a ball man. He was between 2 defenders, Pacho and Berardo. She they were on the left side from or the ball from this angle. It me a switch the attacking direction and as a channel. And the ball be to Pacho and maybe also the ball on 20 or the Omu left side and the by right side and the ball call the other side. The difficult channel and the Dominicans are going to say you're not going to win it. I think the Essence will be defended very well. They defended MNA, even Ochaki PH lineup now. Nuno Mendes didn't start. Almost starting Mayulu. But the second half of the game, the key players, the players who have been winning the games, and they defended throughout the day. And it should be a warning for Chelsea for Nyami Arubeni anyway.
Okay.
I'm
sure other games.
Yeah. Jorginho Akasa.
Yeah.
Say, he knows that Chelsea a big club, but the kind of players of Flamingo, these are players any other day they can punish Chelsea. They have Alexandro, they have Ono Jorginho himself, they have Danilo. But any South Americans for this all, they are very good. I mean, this is a game I believe that Enzo Maresca should start Santos in this game. This is a game for him. He should start Santos, Caicedo, North Americans, South Americans. They are used to this game. They how intensity this game is. I'm not expecting him to start Lavia because of the fitness issue. This game should be Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, any Santos mo game. Omumbo da South American and Yedimbo. Then you have your Cole Palmers, your Nicolas Jackson, Liam Delap, any Pedro Neto Modea, if they have their chances, and then they could create become. I will expect James to also be up to the expectation. In fact, the Chelsea defense, maybe they won't start toasting at Darabio because of how intense the game will be. I was expecting to be on Chaloba, any Levi Kowal, goalkeeper and the Aqua is still Sanchez will start in the game. Whoever will start up front will be very key. We will also determine on how Flamengo for the ball. Are they also going to set up like how Botafogo for no ball here now? Because they know that if Amka say on baby only Chelsea they cannot play. So definitely they will play a low block, and that is where we can also utilize on Abranta and Liam Delap, any both Jackson now. This pitch. So I think that this game will be a game. It will be a delight to watch. But then yes, Chelsea for any one in the year because of Botafogo for no, and if Fluminense even you how and Palmeiras.
Is he ready? Is he ready for the Premier League? It appears as in a game, no.
I think Osha, Dan McCarthy Vincent was say Chelsea for PR work in a bro so because Osha in their last 2 games were about
performance
through, but every time be on the ball on a man of the match because the QR code but will be voted. In tonight a PR with Jumana start, which is good. In the performance, he did 1 or 2.
You can see that some
I think the strength on the ball and in Yama Bakumi, like especially in the Premier League out here that I think he's lacking. But with Oba Chelsea, the way they were able to build some of the players to be able to be physical, and I think Obetimi talent wise, they ought to one and say and I think the formation the coach is also playing a very vital role in his position in this FIFA Club World Cup.
And now started more from the right.
Yes. So I think coach
and still he was dropping bodies. He was creating chances.
But PR work in the doors.
I mean, people vote. Why are you saying it's a PR work?
No. Normal.
So it means that people watching the game and then they vote. So you cannot say it's a PR work. There's nothing like every team be a PR. Like me, every player be a PR. Yeah. Messi, Ronaldo, because they still have people. So if you about game, that player know about 2 games. How now I went to one of the match? You mean specify certain because of Chelsea player and international born Palmeiras, so Chelsea people are voting for him.
So he's a Chelsea player.
Yes, but he's playing the FIFA Club World Cup. He's not playing for Chelsea. So you couldn't mean Chelsea fans and in fact, even if you're Chelsea fans, you may also have other opposition players, Chelsea rivals. What about that scenario?
Maybe they are not interested in whatever happens.
But now the interest near from now the idea is the Brazilians wants to get at least that marquee player the likes of they are looking at because the idea was either Hendrick or Estavio to get them up there.
The reason
for
why
them to be able to push that agenda.
The Brazilians believe so much in this boy. Since Neymar record over here at that age, boy have breaking it,
yes.
And they believe that if the boy ain't the right path, or by Chelsea for man that guarantee start in this Chelsea setup, he will do wonders with the team. He might not be a player, maybe already provide those goals. Right now, all Chelsea have to do is say they have to integrate him so that he adapt it to the. And you see, the Brazilian players, they adapt so easily because not South Americans on game. It's physical. So I don't watch the primary game. I don't see channel right on so be channel. That is name on so. Opa channel. Look at Vinicius Junior. Those players, they are not intimidated by how physical you are, how tall you are. If Obano the ball better, all we have to do is say, boy, he has to be ball no ball. He has to know when to pass and when to shoot. And yes, the women to be bad. High players like Opamamo, any other players in the Chelsea setup. You use attention about when you pass. He won't slot you for you to. That is when at the bad. I mean, the player Obi was a very young player getting collapsed with the Brazilian national team. It tells you that he has the talent. And Chelsea scouts on looking sharp to get a signature of the boy Omoyade, just as how Omoyade Andre Santos. I mean, today's game will be a crucial game. I mean, it should be a game. In fact, Chelsea need Flamengo for I share the shipping boys in their face. So if you really want to top the group, this is a game that you have to win. Chelsea win here. It should be a clear decision that they are going to top the group. Now we have Los Angeles and Esperance Tunis. Yes. We check Esperance for now. We are hoping it's a best support. Almost first game they lost 2-0 to Flamengo, and Los Angeles for now they have a very good team. But Esperance Tunis, but this game Me a gamer, me to say two teams no. If both coaches no from each side, it means pick because Los Angeles for no and should I get that good like it be a Flamingo for. But if they're able to set up a team very well, these two game double chance less in that home or away will be a bit machine. This game, but we should expect a lot of goals in that game. But I think Oakland City, we might not. We ain't team who that 10 goals trailer now. By a for sure 10 0. In fact, Benfica so another team and they are very good side. And I expect say Benfica for no a bit to me are winning this game. Oh check here, Benfica squad or more no, they can score Oakland for no. Say if by a for team show Mutena, you should expect over 2.5 goals alone from Benfica in any game no. And from them winning this game. Today you should expect a lot of corners because at 10 0 no more GN. These guys are coming say if we really have to do something, let's try and avoid goals. So they will defend and Benfica will attack. So there will be a lot of corners in this game. Okay. So over 2.5 Benfica to win and over 8, even over 9.5 corners in this game. Listo.
All right.
Yeah,
games now.
Yes. Inti starting free in draw games na course no na yen Famberia and Edienum. With Indra, you Palmeiras against Ali. And I think see as a now pressure that Ali coach in this year papa because no more say FIFA Club World Cup. These are games no more so beat me pick a point or two. Over performance almost done in the against Inter Miami. People were having hopes there at least. Omni Palmeiras beat me boot to boot. It's me but yesterday where Palmeiras team now. One thing a bomb said they have young players mixed with experience. Tournament we can say goalkeepers are playing a key role in this tournament. About saves, about that decisive moment on beating me a savior team and they are doing so well. I think in draft it was a good game for Palmeiras. They came into the game knowing say so more person more qualifier meaning say we need to win against Ali and their next game against Inter Miami no. So Munsuitiminya a point war. Now Ushe tournaments from Inter Miami performance or than their club they play their game in the second half. First half with Jaima Obo, then in the second half they come to play. In TNA, Palmeiras Bernard said they will go into that game thinking about the same scenario. It will be a good game for Palmeiras. NA, Omni Ali, they perform so well. And you say Ali, the last game against Porto, it can be a draw. And at least I'm not sure they would qualify for the next round. Inter Miami against Porto, I was a bit disappointed in the way Porto football game in the first half. At least getting a goal in the 8th minute was something. They should have keep on putting the pressure on team friend Inter Miami. Samoon performance never show ye. Share the way our team drive it through with the strength and the power is something I help them so well. Porto, so they are missing one of their key players in Diego Costa. Went to me and tournament.
Goalkeeper. No?
Yes, went to me and tournament. No, I think or requested for a rest. And they are missing that key player in draw. I think if he was imposed, there are some goals and could beat me avoid. But I'll share the first goal from player friend. Where friend is Segovia. That shot, that accuracy on the ball. Born by an ano Boshemu. And that Lionel Messi free kick. I think we're Inter Miami team. Messi gives everything. That spark. Born copy anywhere. The way he finds players and in draw. If Suarez was clinical, say Suarez I need him with Liverpool, Suarez I need him with Barcelona. Can do and Suarez beat me actually 2 or 3 goals because they were key passes at Lionel Messi setting it up. Ultimately Suarez and who didn't need energy not to call into. It took him time to even try to convert those chances. But I think Inter Miami, yeah, tournament to him. See, listed teams are almost maybe a 0.5% of winning the trophy. I know more can be. Bernay, they've been able to make 4 points and they are second on their league log. Their game against Palmeiras is very, very important. A draw will just put these teams into the next round. A win for any of them beating me out top PNA. Going into the round of 16, they would meet tougher opponents. Atletico is with draw because in this group, Obianim himself, both teams will beat me a qualifier. It should be Paris Saint-Germain and Atletico. Bernay is already league table now. And group table now, but Botafogo could do with 6 points. Between Atletico and Paris Saint-Germain, but could be free. And Atletico next game was only Botafogo ya na ebo which means send you can on Atletico who beat me actually in the year. Because Sanders for the Paris Saint-Germain they bufoni in Abaka could go so. And almost a team bia oh sure no more they come out to play. In team draw who chances of creating against Atletico. Paris Saint-Germain will walk over them. Especially they will come out to get goals and Paris Saint-Germain and no more coming out to play and they'll be able to get advantage of you. Draw classic goals Atletico players and share at least I know it.
And then Okodan goes outside and then easy.
Solot.
Ah.
Solot need here.
First
Dan
half.
can say on any tiny year Juman Pusin and I.
But we've seen him score good goals.
Yes,
in
but
the La Liga. But
now.
those goals Ndra says and this tournament
Say yes, their first game.
Go no share. Would have
it was a clean tapping and then so team. Performance wise, they say Atletico Kanye. They need to get a crucial win against Botafogo in that third game. I think it will be very difficult. Bandra, they went in, got that 3 points to me a boy more. And the games are also no. Senior Vincent Boss no. Chelsea and then South American clubs not share. And I'm a say South American clubs the way on board bonnet here on any Euro ball near pay. But so shall who day now, and who day was through see European clubs no. Into who in Paris Saint-Germain performance or mutimi co against Botafogo, even though they were missing some of their key players. But this is a full Paris Saint-Germain team on any day they can beat anything. You know, there isn't anything like Ebiana Mendes in him, Ebiana, your friend is saying the likes of Dembele in Munti because these are quality players and they can beat. One thing I mean who in the game I mean this steady year is a Paris Saint-Germain team no. If they want to be able to dominate Europe going forward, they need to add quality.
Okay.
Those say they have young chaps, but they need to add quality. In Douala, from the start of the game, Vitinha no Bray, especially moving the ball forward. No, Joao Neves move to help him with the tackles. If Joao Neves same ball, now the way Mayulu Ebemwa, he doesn't have that same strength, that same tackling ability to say Joao Neves.
Okay.
So they need to add quality, especially up front. Gonzalo Ramos in 2 games he has been missing. If Dembele ni Gonzalo Ramos cannot fit in. You who in the second half or the Bracola Besisano. My friend is saying desire do you more occupy that role. And I was surprised that time Gonzalo Ramos free. That was the time they were trying to force crosses into the box. Which that time now we need a target man and now we need a striker. So I don't know the approach Luis Enrique Edico into the game, but I think it's a good test for them. Now more match I say because for almost a month now, I feel Paris Saint-Germain I consider a goal. For almost a month, I feel I consider a goal. So it's a good test for them. Atrom said they were one of the favorites for the tournament, but Atrom said now you can be beaten.
Yeah.
So you need to up your game. So I think Luis Enrique Edico into the game. Scalia here, you beat me a desire demo here, you beat me a but Botafogo, the way they line up no. Was something that it was also good to stop this Paris Saint-Germain setup. Okay. They went in with a 4-5-1. It's them Finfina a pack. When you say Paris Saint-Germain, their strength, age and Finfino, how they can move the ball fast and also the wings. And now here are fullbacks. Now these were 2 fullbacks. Alex Telles, Man United, no Jinemu Boma Botafogo. They weren't going forward at all. No Mujina. Kwaskelia so anytime Kwaskelia benya ball no, that center 5 no, Bakuba Ebeboa. Into normal be double up in 2. Into na ball movement na even though it's Paris Saint-Germain bought that total football, na movement na and they had that key figure in that 6th row, a friend Alan. You name him said Napoli, you know, ni Jorginho, boy, you know, and he was able to determine the play well. They took their chance and they won the game. I think South Americans na bomb home day. And the game, Bayern Munich and Boca Juniors, Ahomachi won Ebekoso. I think it will be a good test for Bayern Munich and so. Okay. Another American team, and wouldn't see that high score line. American teams, one thing I must tell you about Muse, Omuba game, no Muse over you best sit back deep, and Omo sitting back, and they will leave in spaces. So, Omuye solid, they wouldn't leave you that space. And a Bayern Munich anymore say they would like to attack, and as they are attacking, but we Boca Juniors can use that counter against them. The next match, it would be a good game for Bayern Munich, a good game for Boca Juniors, but I think. One thing about benefiting Boca Juniors is the Bayern Munich would like to push forward and they could use the counter attack at Botafogo for using. And so Bayern Munich can win or draw this game and we wouldn't see a lot of goals. In TNA, 10 goals. This game we can see an under 3.5 in this game because Boca Juniors will be defensively solid. Inter Milan, any Red Diamonds, I think we Chelsea, any Flamingo, Ebebo, and a good test for Enzo Maresca. I don't want to see a lot of changes in the team. Team next starts a Los Angeles game. No, maybe Tosin can go out. Senior Vincent Boss, no. Lavia can also go out. But I think Lavia inclusion in this game would also help because we hear that press resist or bet me movie born in them.
These people, me actually some press will get
I'm press, but they will make their mind say they will try to box the midfield no. So you can bring in Enzo, you can bring in Andre Santos. These are also quality players on the ball. So the back line, maybe Tosin will go and Chaluba will come in because these people will be more physical. Okay. They wouldn't use maybe aerial balls much. And this game would fit Nicholas Jackson very well with a running behind, trying to drop in and creating chances for the likes of Madueke and Pedro Neto. In the second half, it's a game in this stretch. That is where you need Ian Delap. I'll bet me the crosses into the box. I think this game also wouldn't see a lot of goals. It wouldn't see a lot of goals. Flamingo are very solid, and we'll see maybe a 1-0, a 2-1 type of scoreline. But I'm seeing Chelsea winning this game. Those are South Americans for now, but Enzo Maresca goes into game prepared well, especially their opponent. They are more solid or finding a lot of spaces. Against the likes of Brentford, any other games, he find a lot of spaces, especially teams they are trying to be more rigid. And he'll be able to outsmart them. Los Angeles, any Esperance, I think we'll see another game where Los Angeles will perform well. One thing I study what Los Angeles team against Chelsea is they are really good. And South American clubs now, one factor is most of them are still in the season. So they are fit. Yeah. They are bringing that fitness into this competition. Compared to the Europeans, no 1 week, 2 weeks holidays. No, they are fit. But Afogwa now on the league table, they're 7th. No major FIFA Club World Cup. So it's just like a week by week are they bomb. So that is what is helping these clubs. The same as the Inter Miamis and the Los Angeles. They are fit coming into this competition. Esperance needs to get an early goal in this game. Los Angeles, one thing I studied in the Chelsea game, they said they are solid. You need quality to beat them. So if you need quality to beat them, then you need to get the first goal and now force them to come out to play. So Los Angeles, any that early goal now is over for Esperance. So this will be one game. It's the only game I'm tipping today. We are going to see a lot of goals in it. Okay. Because Esperance, Energy said they are going for it to get a goal. They'll be able to punish Los Angeles because defensively they are not solid. Okay. But if they are to sit back, they will be very good. In the games, I think games in their set here, we have Benfica and Auckland City now, Senior Vincent Boss, we didn't see a 10-0, but we see Auckland City learning a lot from the Bayern Munich game. Many Europeans now so they will learn a lot. So their coach needs to at least limit the number of goals they
playing from the back.
Yes.
European
team
now from
the back. So I think they will learn a lot.
And then Matisse almost say goalkeeper no mama now call hardware shop when
there. The goalkeeper also believe they FIFA Club World Cup. Dan on meeting an interview with Mr. I was say leave now about no FIFA Club World Cup. Home bet no ye pan any bills to your name nyama. Do the football near part time full time job. Or can I say waba only Bayern Munich ball any Benfica ball any day because wait me catch any but say quite be as no share the likes of Harry Kane money nyamanti and number you don't those are say group no mum they are just coming to add up but they need to make a statement and then Benfica team they've not been that solid for me but I think Benfica better work over them. We'll see a lot of goals but I'm not seeing more than 5 goals in this game because Auckland they will try and up their game tiene MYBET.AFRICA yenko ni enhihye you use bet builder and fan physical on platform.
Okay. All right. My member Black Queens for Asem Sokakra because we say a man have corner basso. A man have corner basso. Now Madam I friend Nora Haptel. Abra uja team no hono. Na or rebuilding Papa B. Rebuilding Papa B nyasem keto akra nti medene ne stars ni bia de go a otimu say yes Nora Houghton as a Black Queens coach about as a de me wo ha say no 10 games 10 wins goals scored 34 after 10 games so
3.1 per game.
No we o consider only 1 goal. We need 10 nyina. O she Namibia she Benin she Senegal, sa she Senegal bi mbe she Guinea, Rwanda, Benin. Boy, this is the first 10 games so. Obebo games mi ma only we kura kokobo draw. Zambia,
yeah.
What I say? To was she team no. and the team no share no na I so simple, so simple. Only Janet Ejiri.
Yeah.
Kofu we ba no mo frɛ no. Janet Ejiri gyina kyire hɔ. Vivian Kunadu kra me sure so ka squad we ho. Doris Bodua ɛne ɛyɛ Evelyn Badu. Ejina ni mu hɔ nom. Oba mfimfi hɔ nom a Jacqueline, Grace Amponsa ɛna ɛyɛ captain no. The uncle to a Porsche Abuachi any a year Janet Ejiri 4 and 5. That's where the call of the team. Nay, a call of the team. Coach we buy ye. Chese Uncle be a team we are rebuilding baby I do no. Oba Anka, you just continue. Just let them understand, say you are here to assist them, to improve them. Ono ne ba no within the shortest possible time na all prepare the alcohol no we dwiri bibia gu ade anora ye bia we dwiri nyina gu otumi bobo na Evelyn Badu at bench Doris Bodu a no mo te bench ena omo de blasters ade ni bia sa ko omo ne nam ena fair colored people for no ena omo ye den ena omo form so omo ba ya no ma ba be rura team no Sharifatu Obianim no from under 17 and under 20 maidens and princesses. Sherifa to Obianim so a second half player. Oh, pace but the finishing yet. Oh, what pace? Obianim. It what for foreign based players. Omo Ghanaian descent. What do you ba? You introduce them gradually. Omo kofa yi by Frida. Or a freestyler. Frida no a freestyler. Onya de Nora Edeni Jiran Fifi first half against Zap and Osayi no quick. Everyone friend be this is a serious coach.
But say we print no mun friend be.
Wana
Frida we print.
Oh mama on pride. Oh ye freestyler.
Upside class on.
Me say oh ye freestyler. Oh ye say the ball na to no the keche.
And all the content.
What I say and say after that no born one mobium. You call return leg one more. And you 3 midfield no. 3-man midfield hono. Any question or touch or Jacqueline Osu. Any Grace Santua. Ena and you captain no. You know what Nogelan no.
Even Stella Kra so as that is.
You see Stella Nyamiche
from princesses Jennifer can come in abatim.
What's it me say? Stella Nyamiche any comfort dear obo apem dan ko and okoka sehwikasa no.
Yeah.
Onu na some point come the ball right back. I remember said now introduce him kakra because no afi no fi under 20 year the ever. No introduce him. So and if there's going to be even some changes anymore. I was Stella Nyamiche and I had a new opportunity to play. Yeah. And I want to say the 3-man midfield no any kwanso touch it. The defenders no any kwanso ko touch it.
Even the front
three no esi dem a tra bench. Say hope be kro no mo de no botu. Priscilla Dombia.
Yeah.
Kim Lass adwuma no de on to me ya amanfo se onko no onko de onko qualify enfa yenko the World Cup was there on to me say team no was say team no ye ne oba ye wabo only one draw dia kan nyina LLLL Morocco share Morocco team we pa o de share na me say ye ne Ivory Coast abo first we ya shetre no ma betete ni nyina this is a team in terms of defending and attacking, na bibia is superb. Janet Ejiri or Henfa. Because they met here and say, Obobo Israel. Where is Janet Ejiri? On any portion about 4 and 5, any him. Why is Janet Ejiri not part of the team? Minka say Obi a foreign a year. This center. Ana Ghanaian a year heritage and Ghanaian descent. muntumi ko friend ma but muntumi ko friend ma na oba be start there be
because or you
because you see and you are not doing a rebuilding a do process say what my back impo you sit down my down a do finfin wo ba so wo beto blog e bia saka tu ya wo beto blog ni ade no wo ba ya na wa start so to blog ni fan chen ebu foundation egu
yes down na bronsan wo ba ya na yes ya ye ba beto aso se wo unya nye na bronsan be mti
wo be ye ni cheme hall net e wo say wo say wo ye den wo ye we what say team na you see eno na ama ade na dangerous say players no are not happy
but you see list on say who change coach. There is a reason why of late some of the teams they believe so much in say we should have a sports directorate. Yes. Even if who coach whoever comes in your people will be an style of playing
ba be trend say be ya luni
and do be coach no dey be ban be fit into the old one
the GFA or sport director which is Winfrey. Is it Winfrey the sporting director?
Maybe ono your technical advisor to Blasters.
Yes, but that's what I'm gonna say. Who is why I'm gonna say?
You know, we do you know what you see? You see, oh, Ogumadam Free. Oh, Professor Minta.
But then I'm just a list.
Oh no,
I don't know what say. Whoever oversees, I will say, a sporting director says you're DNA. But a DNA no. Obani buy now on my bed winning girl for Black Queens was even after people were saying so Black Queens.
Now for Black Queens na ejina so team Blasters cry.
Mo team na reach agreement. Ma come do but ka sen ka rebuild na Obani be yen. I was saying they know be yen. I was saying
no to so.
And maybe some but as Kwakwa say he wants to build something different.
You see you need to be smart. You as a coach, you need to be smart. You need to because before Obano, omo contact you do some level of a background check. If you call a flash squad, you see say okay we Oba you ask for and you see we own even communication department for no ask for lineups for the last maybe 10 games then Oba you see say there is particular names be ahead run it through then you try and what and maintain every smart coach. This is what you do. And slot by Onze no Liverpool team no. Baby I do no. And you go say me be big me twist it e be how we be because now they were conceding a lot. Liverpool no more concede pa. Okay, my man share kwan me first so conceding e be then messed up. He didn't change anything. We are significant from a Liverpool team no. The only thing I say I think Gravenberg no. And on class or team ni dada. What I say as a smart coach, what ba you build team or team ni winning matches. Oba be drilling in go. Etimi the strike and now obo two. Your top striker but African game is different from European game no. African game is different. African game no so different and I don't know assistant coach man who say one of the assistant coach o my then o my you say on Black Princess because now or serve as Black Princess coach and at the same time Black Queen's coach o my you now one ekwa assistant mine ade na e too late me say obekwa kugu enima say
assistant coaches for the senior national teams am so ahead the youth teams now they are all really coming now from the juniors say this one of is not going to be the under 20 coach anymore.
Okay. And it's and changes now.
It's coming to focus
because my Blasters in losing match. Me no to us see here. You be pam coaches ni na. It is hard no mo ya sense. Oh, you know say fa junior team coaches you pick coaches when say they have history, background, experience in what developing young talent. So they will be there for a longest possible time.
And I think
what for Otia Kente say Otia Kente here under 20 coach. Otia Kente wo for the next 20 years. Obe make sure say every good under 20 player bia no obe be pass it through the system. So na finally you get to it. Now so unkwa oba here 5 years ni ye nya na 20 coaches unkwa be say almost be 7 to 8 and na 17 crowd yen kan. As at we do 3 years now na 17 kwa was 7 coaches aden. What I say? Eti Black Queens asem na ye kan. The air can say team no there. Me need to be our Black Queens team and I say we friendly games. Because of that you know. I'm organizing more friendly games. Infanto sumame. More friendly games. And you see omo be there. Omo ba be bo. so omo ne Malawi ene da so no omo ne Malawi ene Botswana ene Nigeria dey we bloodbath ase Messi pe sa match no consider coach no wasa no aikim ho anwa wasa se na wasa me kura mi wonwa ama Black Queens team waba best three team ni nyina to ago eka sen well abiyafo yenhwe na yemfa eye ne nyeden
yeah but virus before me dey us ne ba no sports arena ahwefo say yemfa to list o anim say amon pese list o ba bet na
video ni ndi kan brand
mam se me kan say am dey ade say am dey mi hu ta me kan is ade say dey ana so mo dey message kesi aba say from any echo you don't want to see Liverpool criticizing any striker and even any winger be say
winger dey obetimi
because boy am see list o nya ya bra the All Star Festival Ghana media for any
was Nicolas Jackson in short
entertainment for any bono chance be at least o nya ya o say no they believe that if so ultimate na say etimi to ayampia e ka say yi kai Watara na has for striker Watara ne yashimo omasa has ni striker for bia ultimate transit na ultimate show the virus man hwe
video
chance pa list o say no clear chance o wa ball wa say pass ball na wa running in behind show ono na pass ball and only pass ball she baby wanya ball
there be breachi kakra man running behind need the correct
wa pass ball running in behind what be say na Odidi Jackson atem no we have no Odidi Jackson ne friends say Pedro Neto this say clear chance also ko timi she we say
you be bizano
so I mean board ko went me kura nyata so as a shot to company
we no dey say gunite
we
are the Ghana for
ku me say no or pass ya ma keeper ne there we go boy there first osanso control the nine so positioning whether he was in the right in the or the two name first now so in so we just saw the right
time we receive ball no that player na see o
alright is it obviously my list to on cash striker be asem is it obeka amount for asema defenders ni DM for any lines man or cash striker be asema you be trim video we happy now to me bet and 2 games no one say medical guys Auckland City for no mas to the stand say my mate was ultimate ncha Benfica win ultimate obecha this will go over 2.5 and you can put 1.05 it's but Auckland for no more than on day back
say Auckland straight win o
if I didn't was impossible
and no so what we do 300 or
papa hey the other 2 games na my bet builder 4.74 odds Flamingo and the Chelsea game no me call Chelsea win and over 1.5 goals in that game it should be a game Chelsea should win Flamingo and team also team Chelsea Los Angeles and Esperance de Tunis double chance which is 1-2 will be a bit me winning and over 1.5 goals in that game code no BQ double Y BQ double Y yeah
yes and then so me 4 all time my Flamingo ni Chelsea win or draw and under 3.5 for that game no Los Angeles Esperance Los Angeles win or draw any over 1.5 and a Bayern any Boca Juniors Bayern straight win and over 1.5 code no XQ YY XQ YY MYBET.AFRICA
okay Mr. Media no Canada unse me weekends ni nyina ayo ntino ma hyehyɛ ni nyina tenten down Canada ne Curacao Canada win US ne Haiti US win Saudi Arabia ne Trinidad and Tobago Saudi Arabia win Jamaica ne Guadeloupe Jamaica win uko under 21 nkola na Portugal and Netherlands over 1.5 Spain and England over 1.5 and Chelsea and Flamingo under 3.5 Los Angeles and Esperance de Tunis over 1.5 Dortmund and Mamelodi Sundowns Dortmund win Inter Milan and Orowa Red Diamonds Inter Milan win Fluminense ene Alsan Hyundai Fluminense home win ana Juventus ne Wydad under 4.5 Bayern Munich ne Boca Juniors under 4.5 odds ne ye 31 odds nti mamembo code no na fe betting code msro mbuku mame okay o de beto we no so na fe telegram group na fe obi atumi anya bi yeah nti nyame adom na adom dum ye Monday
video ni twagu na ahwefo pese omu
de tini se ay boot no wa mama too much boot no ay defender football defender be we den defender boot na me de me nyae na ball no pass ne ba ye no right na me hwa na movement no de me ye ni correct pass ni ande ade I say no the way
o tell na o defend o tell na mark you
there no be o there be the mental
my video o tell
na
mark you
tio it doesn't matter nipa na o ye den even your pass no obi run ko say o two players and make you see it doesn't matter the intention to run diagonal no
was good
because not
touch you good
not two players aye den hwe me pass na me gm na two players bank betuma abo am
so training that say you
there be one thing say mistake am here ne say me na me say ball no on pass because washa minim say yesterday game na wo ha na Oliver ball shot twice ni nyina na me gina good position what I say obonti ho no otwe no ka ebu akam what I say mama chere mu the reason why
yes uncle said ebu akam o pass
me ba mama kan wie na afi dem so me ka no I say no won say me slow down kakra na me dwe say pass na me pet there be the enti me slow down and say ball nipa na otwe ko yi ti na me dwe say why dey wo lose ti me hu yan say oba it is not say me shake keeper no in normal sense no na me nim say like ye nyina o the same page I me say obe pass ball no ka me shake keeper no first and san na my den ma je pass no but because of say my who keeper no me control ball me shake keeper na ka me touch ball no kra
ka be ball one
e
be da wa hwe be na ugina
and there be say se me mbɔ ne one po a ka we nka me contract me right na so what and I said dey me here na
o the right ni control ball na me nim say o san the right san be twe ni bi mpo
there be
right control na good
control na me here no but left no na wo say me di page ball ne kɔ won pole no what I say first pole na
the idea na the ball it was perfect to left say who that the keeper no but the
power so am
direction no one directive ball because keeper na edika show that say or collect the obey so the fan right leg
ball no there one thing is say nene kwan say na wo say me ball I will go here
Nicolas Jackson
first na wo say one thing is say man pejamani kra
Jackson
there be man pejamani
now this is Jackson Ashebo so the right leg na or the
Jackson be ball link up play for no akwese
man pejamani enti adi striker na me supporting no Nicolas Jackson. Nyame adoma Monday e be sawa ya kramo.